team, that could have gone better. That could have gone a lot better, if we're honest about that, but undraft everyone. No, I know Lou can't walk. It's going to be fine. Good morning, everyone. Dave from the Wee Hours here, back with some more RimWorld royalty, and our little colony is finally getting its feet up on the ground after Luxembourg was out for so long after having been punched and stabbed by our naked guy, Jacob, here. So I've got a lot on my plate right now. We're in the middle of a heat wave, which is not good, because people die under those sorts of circumstances, and the only one who has any sort of cooling device in his room is our naked guy, Jacob. We built him a passive cooler just so he doesn't die while he's our prisoner, but everyone else is suffering badly. I've got a lot of things I'd like to do, but I don't know what we're going to get done in the heat wave without people, dying of heat stroke. Let's see what we can do here. Ideally, what I'd like to do is get some covered storage. I would like to get the research up and running. I wanted to do research last time, but Luxembourg was out of action, and that kind of put the kibosh on that plan. And I wouldn't mind getting the stonecutters bench so we can start making some stone blocks and building things out of stone. Who's having heat stroke? Literally everyone. Literally everyone. You're out working in the fields in the middle of a heat wave. Well, I don't know how to help you with that, guys. Actually, I do. I could tell you not to sow those fields, but needs must. We're going to need some food at some point. Well, it's nap time in RimWorld, but that doesn't mean the quests don't keep on coming. Prison Warden. 4 days it'll expire. What's your deal? Harakas strike a praetor of the Empire of the Spirit anyway. Blah, blah, blah. Royal archaeologist recently extracted 4 prisoners from an ancient cryptosleep vault. You want me to hold them for 7 days, and they're injured. And they're expert fighters. And then 7 days a shuttle will come. Okay, I do not have anywhere near the capability to hold 4 brutally violent prisoners. We can barely keep ourselves alive right now. And what exactly is my reward for this? I don't see any specific reward. I would assume we'd get some sort of favor from the Empire of the Spirit or, increased reputation with them. But I don't think we're going to do this. No, I don't have the capability to handle that. We're just not anywhere near at that level right now. Everyone's getting up. Good. I need somebody. Z, I know it's a little early, but can you wake up and refuel the generator, please? Because it's 83 degrees in the freezer, and that's not freezing temperature. It's not even going to get to freezing when we do get the generator on, because it's the middle of a heat wave, and even with 2 air conditioners in here, it's only barely maintaining refrigerated, not even freezing. So that's not going to happen. Luxembourg, what are you up to? We're trying to recruit Jacob. Good move. We need an extra body here. And Lou, you're off to play horseshoes. Okay, is that a valuable contribution to the colony, Lou? Is that something that you feel is really helping everyone to stay alive? Because, I don't. And P.S., it's probably, it's only 107 in front of the horseshoe range, because that's where the hot air is going to start venting in a second. All right, what do I need to do? I need the heat wave to go away. That's what I need to do. We really need materials. I need wood and I need steel. How much have I got over here? Some, not none. I'd like to get research going sort of nowish. Where do I think storage and production-y things are gonna go? Probably over here. Probably over here. I could build off of Lou's bedroom a little bit. Let's get some steel walls going down, because steel doesn't burn. Steel, not as flammable as wood. It will burn eventually. That's kind of how steel is made, but it's not going to burn quickly. So there we go. Put a door in there. I'll designate that as some storage, so they'll move everything in there. And then we'll also set up, I may as well get it started now. We don't have nearly the materials to do this, but let's start with a research bench up here. I know we don't have enough stuff. I get it. I understand. And here's something else you won't have any materials for, but you can put a stonecutter's bench over there. Off you go, kids. Well, they're making an effort. There's a lot of botched construction, but they're making an effort. Things are happening over here, but we've got cargo pods. What's in them? Ooh, what is that? Oh, Kibble. All right. Broadly, yes. Broadly, sure, why not? And actually, while I'm here, why don't you grab this heal root as well, while I happen to be looking at it. Now, what am I going to do with that kibble? Come back to us here. I mean, I'll put it in the freezer. It's not earmarked for that, but it can be in a second. So storage, yeah, you can put some kibble in there, I guess. What I really need to do is designate a space for Victory the Donkey, but Victory the Donkey is going to go pretty much anywhere Victory the Donkey wants to go, because eventually Victory the Donkey will learn hauling, and that will make Victory the Donkey super useful, because that's one less person who has to be hauling things. Is Victory the Donkey going to eat that kibble if I put it in there? Or is Victory the Donkey going to prefer to eat the very nice meals that are for us? I don't know. We'll get it in stock. We'll put it in the freezer, and then we'll figure it out from there. I mean, I suppose what I could do is designate a zone for Victory that is basically everywhere except the freezer, and then put the kibble anywhere else, and Victory can go eat the kibble, and that will be a less drain on our own food resources. The heat wave is over. Fantabulous news. Excellent news. Z is working on Jacob. Jacob, where are you at? How far away are we from Mike Tysoning you into loving us? Quite a bit. 22.1 on the old resistance remaining there. All right, you may be here a while. Well, when it rains, it pours. A bulk goods trader has just shown up. Where are you? You're all the way over there. We might wait until you get a teensy tiny bit closer. I don't really think we have anything to trade. We've got some cloth and leather that we could theoretically sell you. I don't really want to sell it because at some point Jacob will become ours, and Jacob's naked, and Jacob's not really thrilled about that. Don't know why. I mean, you know, it's the middle of summer. Do without, I say. But Jacob's not thrilled about it. So he won't be, and he's going to need some clothes, and therefore we're going to need some cloth and leather to make things, you know, like clothes. All right, guys, you're pulling in here. Remind me, please, who is our most chatty person? Right, it's Lou, but Lou weirdly is not actually that good at chatting because of some very, very tiny minor injury. But do it anyway, Lou. Go ahead and talk to Karen here. Oh, and they have sheep. Oh, that's so cool. If I can find a way to afford a couple of sheep, we're totally getting them. They're not even that horribly expensive. I could get one ram and one ewe for about 450 space dollars, silver, whatever it is. I mean, I could get those right now. I have the silver for it. But if we could offset those costs by selling them something, that might be nice. I've got 2 pieces of monkey meat. Are you guys interested in that? I don't really want to get rid of any of our food, although we do have an obscene amount of rice right now. And we've got a new crop of rice that we just planted, and the potatoes are about to come in. What else could I sell you? I could start to get rid of some of this cloth. We can get more cloth before we Mike Tyson Jacob into loving us. If I were to sell you all of our cloth and leather, that's 210. That's almost the price of one of those sheep right there. What else have you got, by the way? A sun lamp. Ooh, that'd be handy. We don't have near the power for that, though. Steel hospital bed, that would be very good. I mean, I'm not going to pay 525 space silver for it, but Psycho Focus helmet. Oh, you've got some good stuff. A bison wool cowboy hat. How very appropriate. Anyway, I want 2 sheep. Specifically 1 male and 1 female, so we can have future sheep, because that's how biology works. If I got... Yeah, I'm going to take the youngest ram, because that seems to make sense. And 1 female. That's 232 silver down to me. Yeah, I'm going to do that. We did just get all of that kibble. So we've got something to feed them with. This is not what I thought my plan was going to be for today. But, you know, that's RimWorld for you. All right, I'm going to accept that. And we now own 2 sheep. Great. What do I do with them? P.S. guys, you should probably go get that kibble at some point. And while I just happen to be looking at it, grab that heal root as well. You can never have enough heal root. So I'm going to start to set up a new zone for animals. Not Victory the Donkey. Victory the Donkey is a vital part of our community, but just other animals. So let's get, expand the areas, animals. Where do I see all of our animals living? Well, that kind of depends on where the colony is going to go now, doesn't it? I think the colony is going to broadly expand in this direction. That's my feeling. We may utilize this area. It's probably full of horrible evil. It often is. But we may, at some point in time, get through that. Let's get some animal areas here. You can live all in here. This can be all you. Well, if I build a wall here and here, I'm mostly talking to myself. Feel free to skip ahead for a sec. If I build a wall here and here, that would be acceptable to me. So let's just get an animal area all in here. You can live all around here. I'll build you some kind of barn in the reasonably near future, but right now it's the middle of summer. You can sleep outside. It's fine. So you guys can all... Yeah, go ahead, have all of that. Have all of that, please. So Ram 1 and U1, you can now be animals in the animal zone. Ooh, I should build the thing for the kibble. That would be smart. I don't have any materials. That's not so smart. I mean, it's not a question of smart or stupid. I just don't have the resources. Lou here is building the stonecutter's bench, which will actually be a huge help, because then I can make resources. Z and Luxembourg are out getting steel, which is also resources. You see where I'm going with this. Jacob, still naked. So some folks in the comments were asking if I could rename characters after them or after other things or just random words in general. I've grown rather attached to the names of the colonists. I've kind of mentally locked those in, Luxembourg, Z, and Lou, so I'm going to keep those as is. However, I am more than happy to rename animals after people. So our female sheep here, is now Cunic. Please have many, many more sheep, because we can eat them and we can get cloth and wool from them. I think just wool. That's how sheep work, Dave. And then we could sell them later. And then where did my other one go? Oh yes, the ram down here. We have called that Ray. Ray's a very good friend of the channel, and I happen to know that Ray actually has sheep, like owns sheep, real live sheep. So that was my decision making there. I know Ray has sheep, and now Ray is a sheep. Speaking of animals, Victory the donkey is bound to Luxembourg. I should put down, just because it's fun, an animal sleeping spot in Luxembourg's room, so that Victory the donkey can always sleep in Luxembourg's room, because there's nothing really you want to share your bedroom with more than a large donkey named Victory. The sheep are doing fine. Do I need to do any training with them? No. They can do tameness and nothing else. So they're not specifically the most useful animals, but I think the things we'll get from them, which will be news to me. I assume we can get wool at some point. That would be obvious. I don't know. I mean, sheep's milk is a thing. Can we get milk from the sheep? Because these things could be super useful in the long term. We get a bunch of them, we can start slaughtering them and then eating them. Sheep are very, very useful. Lou is just finishing the research bench. Super. That's broadly great. We need chairs in there. I need a floor in there. I definitely need some lights in there. I need resources. I need you guys to be hyper-focused, which you guys are. All right, Lou's out cutting trees, and Z is over here mining steel in the middle of the rain. Well done, Z. What's Luxembourg up to? Oh, you are making meals. Okay, good. Everyone's actually doing things that are pretty useful. That's neat. Who's our best researcher? Who's our smarty pants around here? Oh, Luxembourg. Yeah. Luxembourg, you're awesome. Apart from the pessimist and neurotic thing, and the fact that you won't pick anything up off the ground, alright, you're mostly awesome. You're like 83% awesome. The 17% is pessimist, neurotic, and you won't pick anything up off the ground. But we should get some research going. But before we do that, I'm going to run some more power conduit through here. I'm going to need it at some point anyway. We may as well get that going. I know it's saying we don't have enough steel. I assure you we do, game. It's all over here. They just need to carry it over there. Except Luxembourg, who won't pick anything up off the ground. And I'll get some lights in here. Yeah, let's throw a light down, I don't know, kind of there-ish for right now. Maybe one in Lou's bedroom. Do I want floors? I mean, I do. Do I want chairs? I need chairs. I need all sorts of things. I need all the things to exist here, please. Let's get a chair for the research and a chair for the stone cutting bench. Speaking of which, there's some nice marble right there. I'm going to expand the animal area just a little bit. I don't really know that there's any reason for them to be wandering around in that stone, but I just want to put a little bit of a barn in this area. Out of what, though? I guess steel. And P.S., keep mining steel, please. Get that and that. We are cutting trees down, actually. We haven't cut no trees down. The amount of trees that we cut down is not 0. Okay, maybe I'll just build it out of wood. I don't really care if a barn burns down. I can build another one, and it'll be quick. We'll get this up and running really fast. So give me a wooden wall like that. I'm going to make this bigger than it actually needs to be, because hopefully these are not the only sheep that we're going to have. And just in advance, I'm going to lay out an area for some kibble in there. So give me that storage. Clear everything. Don't put anything rotten in there. Just put kibble in there. And actually, you know what? Hay. Hay can go in there too. We'll grow some hay. Actually, I should just earmark that right now. I don't have the time for that. I only have 3 colonists, and they've got a lot on their plate. So, do we want to put some hay down? Maybe just a little bit. And if I put it right here, they're going to have to chop these trees down, which is kind of what I want anyway. Okay, we're going to do that. Get me, not the world's biggest growing zone, but just sort of something in this direction like that will have hay in it. So please plant hay grass in there. The sheep will eat it. It will grow. If we get enough of it, we can throw it in there too. So let me check that one more time. Kibble and hay. Kibble and hay. That's all that's going to live in there. And let's take kibble off of this. So do not store kibble in there. P.S. guys, do you want to ever go get that kibble at some point? Where did that live? Now, I still can't find it, but there's a spacecraft chunk over here. Where did that kibble go? And there's only 2 colonists that will actually haul it, so I'm not even sure they're going to get up here and get to this, but just in case, we've got it designated the right way. So they'll put the kibble in the there it is. There it is. Luxembourg, you won't pick anything up off the ground. Z, you're building the power conduit. Okay, peel off on that and haul that. Lou, you know what? Same deal. I know you're having a snack. I just want to get this down here. And we'll put a couple of animal sleeping spots in here for the little sheep, just in case they ever get injured. They'll have somewhere to heal up, and putting one right there, I hope they'll... Well, they're going to have to cut that tree down when they build the roof anyway, as well as this one. This is all sort of a subtle way of getting more wood, because they're going to have to cut the tree down to do the things that I want them to do. Well, I was putting together a very small dump pile zone for stone chunks so they can have somewhere to move these. I may as well keep that thought going, but apparently there's a raid. The ash snipers are here. Okay, what's your deal? It's one guy. It's one guy with a knife. Okay, and you're like really, really far away. However, oh, what's that up there? Ooh, what's that? Is that steel? Yeah, get all of that eventually. Eventually. You're really super far away, aren't you? Oh, there's a spacecraft chunk. Forget the... Oh, I've already got that marked for deconstruction. Excellent. All right, move along. Are you coming immediately over here? Or are you going to be one of those guys that just kind of hangs out and then eventually you decide to attack? It seems to be the latter, not the former. So I might just wait until you actually start your air quotes raid before we do anything, because you're very far away. We can get a lot done while we're waiting for you to show up. You know, like going around and finding all these things that are just lying around on the map that I didn't notice before. There's some more steel there. Yeah, you're just kind of hanging out over here, Grunt. Am I going to... Oh, I weirdly, desperately want to take this guy prisoner if we have that ability. Oh, but I kind of don't, because we have nowhere to put him and not unlimited food to feed him with. We'll think about it. We'll see how it goes. We may just outright kill him. But yeah, the team here can get a bunch of stuff done while we're waiting for that guy to get over here. Well, several hours later, Grunt has finally begun his attack. The team went to bed. The team just got so bored waiting for this guy, they went to bed. But guys, come on up. Come on up. Wake up, everybody. We've got an air quotes raid. Yeah, you know, the last time I was cocky about the raid, Luxembourg was in the hospital for, like 3 days. So let's not get too arrogant about the guy with a knife, because last time the guy with the knife showed up, we didn't actually fare that well. We also don't have any defenses. I should think about building some of those. Where is he? Where? Oh, he's over there. Okay. All right. He's coming from the north. All right, team, get down here. Luxembourg, Z, And Lou, you're just stabby, so you can probably hang back for a little bit. I want to get him in range to use Luxembourg's stun ability. Oh, Luxembourg's already getting a shot off on this guy. But come on down to range here, buddy. All right, and hold it. Let's... Actually, you know what? Get a little bit closer. There we go. And now, stun you. Hopefully. I mean, I think it just sort of happens. Do you want to get on that, Luxembourg? Can you please attack, get all stabby there? There we go. Stunned him. Okay, get in and... come on, guys, please. There, any time... This is why I shouldn't have got cocky. I think we just accidentally shot Lou. Lou, can you peel back a little bit? No, Lou needs rescue. All right, we killed him. Team, that could have gone better. That could have gone a lot better, if we're honest about that, but undraft everyone. No, I know Lou can't walk. It's going to be fine. Luxembourg, can you go rescue Lou, please? Team, that could have gone a lot better. You just had to shoot the guy. And Z, before you go to bed, can you refire the generator, please? Otherwise, we're going to have no power and no frozen food. Oh, this has just gone to heck now, hasn't it? And somebody's going to need to deal with Lou. I think, unfortunately, Lou was our best doctor. No, actually, Lou's our worst doctor. Lou, you're just terrible. Oh, no, I'm looking at Z, sorry. Yeah, Lou has a doctoring skill. No, once again, it's Luxembourg to the rescue. Go ahead and tend to Lou, please. Lou, what's actually wrong with you? Oh, you actually got really beaten up. Yeah, we shot Lou a bunch of times. Well, once. But we shot Lou. Alright, well, it'll match the old gunshot wound that you had. We just lost that herbal medicine, too. I'm just going to temporarily earmark this area for the medicine. We'll put it in the freezer for right now, and then I'll get a better area for it later. Well, Lou's all healed up, no danger of dying. Good job, team, I guess. That could have gone better, guys. I should get some defenses. I should earmark some defenses. I mean, let's just be sensible about this. Where are those defenses probably going to live? Probably over here. I'm always trying to pre-plan out the colony, and then RimWorld happens, and it all goes to heck. But let's get something going over here. So, defenses, security. We're not going to have any cloth and leather to build sandbags, but we do have some materials to build barricades. Barricades will do the job just fine. I know it's saying we don't have enough in storage. We will at some point. Don't sweat it. I'm just going to start with something very, very basic right here for the moment. We can move it, we can dismantle it, we can do all sorts of things later. Ooh, more urns. Let me take possession of those, please, because obviously this is the most important thing that I need around here. And you know what, Lou? Because you suffered so badly in that attack and we may have accidentally shot you, I'm going to put the urns in your room. Hopefully it cheers you up at some point. This is a complete waste of manpower. I should not be using or moving those urns anywhere at all. But here we go. This is what I'm doing right now. Luxembourg, what's your deal? You're meditating. Okay, again, is that a valuable use of your time? I don't think it is. Let's tentatively get some research going. I don't know in what, because, again, I'm down a person now. What's a good first move? Probably smithing. Smithing just leads to virtually everything that I want. There are musical instruments now. There's harps, harpsichords, and pianos. What's dinging at me? What's the problem? Was that a minor break risk? Yeah, I'm not surprised by that. Don't bother telling me about that game. That's going to be happening a lot. And there's also noble apparel, which is where I could start to make top hats of my own, and corsets. Ha ha ha, it's going to get late night in RimWorld. What's in royal apparel? Coronets, crowns, and royal robes. Well, let's just start with something sensible. Let's get smithing going. That's just smart. And who's actually up for research? Luxembourg. Yeah, Luxembourg's our smarty pants. Everyone's on it. Everyone can do it if they want to. But Luxembourg should be taking the lead on that. All right, nap time for Luxembourg, Z, and Lou. Jacob, let me just check in with you here. How are you doing? 17.6. Okay, Jacob, fair enough. That is probably an excellent place to call it on RimWorld Royalty for today. I did virtually nothing that I wanted to do. I got the research bench and the stonecutters bench down. That's what I wanted to do when I started recording. But more importantly, we've got sheep. And I think sheep over the long haul may actually be even better for us. They have bits of a barn, some barn, They will eventually have some hay, and if anyone wants to ever go get that kibble, we could have some kibble. Actually, they may have gotten it. They may have already eaten it. Anyway, long story short, we'll call it on RimWorld Royalty for today. We'll pick up some more of this again next time. Hey, if you enjoyed the video, do please leave a like down below. It does cheer me up no end when people do that. If you're new to the channel, maybe just checking it out for the first time, feel free to hit that subscribe button. More of this circleless nonsense. Until then, I'm Dave. Thank you, as always, for joining me in the wee hours, and we'll see you. Robot, how do we rescue you? I don't know how to rescue you. I'm also not sure I ever knew you were a woman. Bugs are inherently stupid, and they get in places and they can't get out. You know what places they get in? Things that are wide open that don't have screens over them. It's a piece of mesh. We figured this out like 100 years ago. What is wrong with the British, the Irish? Is it just a show about foxes all the time? If so, is that some sort of subtle esoteric thing about being a weapons manufacturer, or is it just stuck on the Nature Channel?